Nick is finally asking the question, can it really be defamation to say you think someone supports genocide?
In this social climate, I'd say having a reputation of supporting genocide is pretty bad.
It's not a tactic I've seen Nick use before. But I gotta say, I'm impressed. The big sweep is on. No mic. No mic. And this is a big sweep. Get on a stream with literally anyone, you disgusting pig. So, obviously, Ethan Klein announced his new lawsuit against Noah Samsen for defamation this time, saying that his video released just over a year ago now, called The YouTubers Who Backed the Genocide, was defamatory. Now, as you may know, Nicholas DeOrio has been Team Ethan the whole way, and he actually did give a position on the idea of Ethan suing Noah just a little while ago. And we'll break down Nick's initial position here, because it'll be relevant for his coverage. So, if you've ever watched me cover Nick before, you may be familiar with a little phrase Nick likes to use. He'll say, I don't feel bad for, he'll say, it's bad, but I don't feel bad for, or it's bad, but I have no sympathy for, or it could be bad, but I have no empathy for. He uses it interchangeably because he doesn't really know what they mean. He will say this all the time. And it's basically a way for Nick to simultaneously sound like he's condemning something by saying it's bad, could be bad, could have bad effects, don't know if I'm okay with it, whatever he's saying, whatever he's priming it with. And then following it up with a total undercut of that, a total washing away of that makes the previous part irrelevant, but people still have it in their mind, where he'll say, but I just have no sympathy for, but I just don't feel bad for Noah Samsen. So you're actually saying you do support it. So you're actually saying you do support it, but you've said you're not, so people take that, and they're just like, see, it's all just, he's just having a laugh. He's just having a... No, Nick supports it. Nick supports it, and he's making the arguments that support it. And he does that throughout all of his content. That's his goal. He is supporting it. So, in this instance, let's hear what Nick says. I was going to say what he says, but no, let's just hear it. Let's hear it straight from the pig's mouth.
After his 20-day subreddit 4 days ago, has Ethan mentioned if he's going to go through it suing Noah after his 20 days up? Or a week or two ago, I've watched the episode. I haven't heard anything about it. Is Ethan not going to sue him anymore? Now, we covered this earlier on. I told you that Noah Samsen is a disinformation machine who who has a cocky tone and fucking lies about people constantly in his videos. I said that I don't feel bad for him having to sweat this lawsuit out. I don't think that Ethan's going to file a lawsuit on him. If he does, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'll let you know my actual...
So, dude, listen to this take. So Nick is presented with something that he may have to disagree with, a defamation lawsuit, okay? Something that he may, under any principles he's laid out before, have to disagree with, if he were being consistent. So instead of giving a take, Nick uses this to kick the can down the road. He says, thinking Ethan's not going to do anything, thinking it's an empty threat, he says, well, I guess if he does sue him, whatever, but I'm okay with the threat. I'm okay with the threat. I guess we'll see how I feel if he ever does file something, but I don't think he will, so whatever.
Thoughts on the lawsuit itself once it's filed, but I think this is a guy who deserves to sweat. I think a guy who's spread false pedophile allegations about Chud Logic, and then begrudgingly fucking...
About my friend Chud Logic, Mr. Pedo.
After
Mr. Pedo himself. Bro, they're calling this guy a pedophile. Can you believe it? They're calling this guy a pedophile.
I am Mr. Pedo, okay? I'm coming to you as Mr. Pedo.
They're calling this guy a pedophile. I can't believe it.
Berlin Wall fucking silver.
Great effort. Because you have to prove to the judge that you've exhausted every reasonable, and in some cases not so reasonable, attempts to serve them. And finally, your only option is to serve them in the press. After you've exhausted all options, you...
Wait. Serving them in the... Is this the press? What is he talking about? I need Lus here to hold my hand.
Say, Judge, we've done it.
Lus is legitimately disabled, by the way. That guy is like actually fucking retarded, bro. Like, his videos are so fucking terrible.
Everything we can.
Bro, did you just write Aryan White? Okay, I'm you know what? Fucking Red Reich is actually not a bad color. At least we didn't get Aryan White.
It's funny as well, man. Nick actually does know that Lus's videos are terrible and the guy's a fucking creep. Because Nick has had to skip, like, segments where Lus is, like, drooling over women or some shit in one of his videos. And Nick had to, like, hurriedly skip past it. So that Lus wasn't seen as, like, the new legal mindset.
Find this.
Lus is here. Hey, Lus, how you doing?
Person. And so you get permission. You take out an ad.
You have to put it in newspaper and local news.
And, like, the LA Times or wherever, saying, hear ye, no.
Wait, could you do that with, a billboard? Dude, it's just Ethan Klein pointing, saying, Noah Samsen, I'm coming for you!
Oh, wait. I went back to this one. Did we finish this clip?
I just let you know my actual thoughts on the lawsuit itself once it's filed. But I think this is a guy who deserves to sweat. I think a guy who has spread false pedophile allegations about Chud Logic, and then begrudgingly fucking eventually conceded after multiple slight walkbacks. Yeah, I mean, I think that guy kind of deserves to be scared shitless of a lawsuit coming his way. I think he absolutely deserves to sweat. And that's what he's been doing, allegedly. We'll see it. He's apparently been sweating quite a bit. So from that standpoint, somebody who literally plays fast and loose maliciously with the truth on purpose, in my opinion, I do think
he literally can't even stand on anything. He can't stand on anything, man.
he deserves to sweat. But I thought from the very beginning that it was just like you should take down your thing or else. I still don't really accept or expect Ethan to file the lawsuit. We'll see. We will see. Dan Saltman, I made a PowerPoint and this guy's not going to cover it. I don't know. Maybe I'll look at it after. Last update we got was Noah either moved or pretended to move houses right at the deadline. That could cause issues with serving him a lawsuit, but as far as I know, trying to dodge a lawsuit, that's way more of a TV show thing than a good idea.
Okay, I think that's it. I think we got the full clip there.
It's 14 pages!
Vintage reference.
Oh, you might... Yeah, it's a little bit relevant, wouldn't you think? Nick, now what was your take on Dark Viper? Can you remind me? Nick, could you remind me your take on Dark Viper?
Good guess. It's significantly more, actually.
You know what? We'll look for it. What is Nicholas's take on Dark Viper?
Dark Viper video.
Yeah, let's watch this. Let's watch just a minute from here.
And to specifically pick the one that Asmongold directly benefits from, because Dark Viper AU flipped the fuck out at Carl Jobst. I figured going above and beyond to become an affiliate would be a good gag when I inevitably make my Dark Viper video. I guarantee that is the thing that pissed him off, because I don't like React content. I just think that Dark Viper is a net negative. I think he's worse than Hassan. I think he's worse than Asmongold. I think people who abuse the copyright system because they're fragile little pussies and threaten to do multi-fucking overseas lawsuits to silence fucking criticism because their whole dream is to get the copyright fucking ruling in a court of law and change fair use for everybody else. I think that person is dangerous. I think that person is a bad person. And I think that their footprint is worse than any lazy reactor who's stealing content. Ooh. Yes, I think Asmongold is the lesser of two evils. And I would gladly send him my percentage to buy this PC just to flip you off because I think it's funny. Because I think it's really funny. Yeah.
A little bit of a crazy clip there, don't you think? A little bit of a wild clip of Nick saying some wacky stuff there, don't you think? Yeah, a lot of this is just pure coal, guys. I have to skip through some of it because, yeah, Nick streams I just like total coal. Let's skip in a bit.
There's no nuance to the discussion. You're either for the existence of Israel or you're a Zionist.
The defendant's defamatory video seeks to prove as a...
Oh, yeah, that was brilliant. Wait. Let's wind it back. Dude, I forgot about that.
Nice way to say it. Like, Israel shouldn't exist for most window dressing. If you don't concede to the point that Israel should be disbanded, then I think that is usually the that's usually the main factor for most people.
Right. And that's what it takes basically to be branded an enemy.
Disbanded. That's like a nice way to say it. Like Israel shouldn't exist. If you don't say that Israel shouldn't exist, then you might as well just be a complete Zionist. There's no nuance to the discussion. You're either for the existence of Israel or you're a Zionist.
The defendant's defamatory video seeks to prove as a...
So, obviously, being a Zionist means that you believe Israel has a right to exist, that you believe there should be a Jewish state in the Levant that is a homeland for the Jews. That's Israel. And Nick is saying, to these people, if you just believe Israel should exist, you're a Zionist. Wow, what a crazy thing for them to think. What a crazy thing for Noah Samsen to be arguing. Wow, that guy must be totally insane. That guy must be totally fucking insane. That guy must be some kind of like crazy terrorist or something.
Quite implied for it, because like for American polls, there are polls that will just say like most Jews believe that Israel has a right to exist as a Jewish state, so that would be Zionist.
Sure, but Just interesting
the
there.
factual matter that Ethan advocates for the genocide of Palestinians. Rather, he made videos talking about online drama, along with attacking
Yeah, it was like, dude, it was a perfect storm of like, hey, the current thing to pretend to care about is the Israel-Palestine conflict, right? And there are YouTubers who are getting completely shit on for it. So the easiest target that we could go after, of course, would be to target the YouTubers and rope them in, and then we could fuck them. We can bring you in with the YouTubers and fuck you with like boring Israel-Palestine stuff that you weren't actually signing up for. You got it?
But they did sign up for it. They did sign up for it. You sign up for the backlash you get from your opinions when you state those opinions.
and anti-woke content. After October 7th, Samson suddenly
Yeah, the
became a
politics
self-styled
podcast,
expert
you fucking idiot.
in the Israel-Palestine conflict. Sorry, I don't know how to say
My question is, and this is where it starts to lose me a bit. Is it actually fucking defamation to say this person supports genocide? Like, is that...
Wow, what a great question to be asking like 2 hours into your coverage.
Find out. I guess this whole thing weighs on like how much you think supports genocide, does reputational harm, and whether Ethan can prove...
2 hours into your coverage, and it like a year after this lawsuit threat was made, Nick is finally asking the question, can it really be defamation to say you think someone supports genocide? Wow, man. This is high-tier stuff, bro.
Prove it's from Noah, right? Or does he have to? That would be a question I have for Luss. Does Luss have to prove that this has actually done harm to Ethan and not like all the other stuff that he said to like Denims and Frogan and Hassan? Like, is that where the hate's coming from, or is it coming from Noah's video?
Thank you. By calling him a pro-Israel
In this social climate, I'd say having a reputation of supporting genocide is pretty bad.
genocide collaborator.
I mean, people say that I support genocide all the time, and my life hasn't been fucking... But again, that's just my personal testimony.
That lies for money to help Israel genocide his people. What a horrible fucking thing to say about a Gazan refugee. Like, how dare you?
They lost sponsors over the hate.
Can I say
Right.
something to you, Nick?
And I'm not saying that they were unscathed, but my question is, how do you determine that they lost sponsors over Noah's video? Or, like, how can you prove it was Noah's video?
Dude, they had been getting called a fucking Zionist, genocide support, or whatever for over a year before Noah's video came out.
And not all of the other active Israel-Palestine related drama that they were already a part of.
Well, crazy suggestion.
Like, this was a...
tweet.
This was a huge... Like, this is post-content nuke.
If this retarded bastard Loss is disagreeing with this, then that should be an immediate red flag that he has no idea what he's talking about.
Where at least a segment of every stream was talking about stuff. That's just my question.
How dare you speak like
this? Is what the trial's for, to prove that? Sure. Yeah, but again, I don't think that Ethan Klein signs up for lawsuits that he doesn't think he can win. So I would assume they're not, like, they think they can prove it, right? That's the point.
that.
Like, they don't need they're looking for the judgment, but I don't think they need the judgment. I don't think they would go through the entire effort to sue this guy and track him down for a year for a coin flip.
Dude from San Diego who never even...
Again, if you talk to a lawyer and they tell you it's a long shot, usually it's like not a good idea to go for the lawsuit.
initially depicts 4 online content creators. Ethan, Mudahar.
There's Mudahar. Dude, Mudahar Full Docs is in here.
This arbiter of truth. This champ.
Dude, the only takeaway is that Ethan is defending Destiny in the court of law. That's gonna the contextless fucking takeaway from this.
Speaking of the Palestinian people. After criticized...
Dude, Painkillers Anonymous Destiny? Who's PKA Destiny?
Out of retaliation, Samson changed the thumbnail.
Slapping my knee right now.
Not every state has adopted slap, though. These laws vary from state to state. Forgive me if I'm incorrect here, but isn't California, like, the one? Like, they have anti-slap in California, no?
Of the defamatory video to
this is in Orange County.
Include an image of Loner Box. How fucking insane is that? This guy... he really thinks this...
I mean, this is like a really shitty thing to do. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just watched Loner Box's coverage of the video, and he 110% deserves to get added to the thumbnail of the video called "The YouTubers Who Backed the Genocide" that features these people. He belongs in that lineup. He belongs on this thumbnail with this title. He was saying some absolutely stupid, heinous shit like a fucking idiot, acting mad confident, trying to talk down. He deserves being there.
YouTubers who backed a genocide, and then it's just Loaderbox, Destiny, Tom, and Mudahar.
This is some
With
flippant,
and Ethan's like soy face poking it.
silly accusation
Again, this is the epitome of like the brain dead freak on Twitter who's like, "What do you mean? You don't like Hassan Piker? You must love dead Palestinians."
to throw around, right? Yo, come on! Not now. I'm kidding, Morgan. You okay? Just imagine that. Thinking that calling someone backing a genocide is such a frivolous accusation.
Dude, I love that picture.
Loaderbox wishes he was a Jew. Nick is just cattle. Nick is just straight up cattle.
Picture of Mudahar too.
That you just add people on a whim because they
Nick
talk
is just
shit
like propagandized to fuck and is like, I guess everyone just hates Jews now. I guess everyone just hates Jews now.
about you. Seems bad faith.
Dude, you just fucking saw Tom and you're like, wait a minute. They let him put BWC on the thumbnail? Good one. Hey, Teddy, thank you. I appreciate
What
you,
Ethan
fam.
needs to do is secretly hire thousands of people to testify that they unsubscribe.
Wait, yeah.
from
Wait,
each
what did you
cause
just
of
call
no-
that?
On the thumbnail. Dude, you just fucking saw Tom and you're like, wait a minute. They let him put BWC on the thumbnail? Good one.
Yeah, as I said last night, Nick has adopted an unconventional play here where, in order to avoid addressing the substance of the argument in the defamation lawsuit he's covering, he is choosing to fixate and fantasize on his friend's cock. It's not a tech that I've seen Nick use before. Well, I gotta say, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Breaking new ground here.
Hey, Teddy, thank you. I appreciate
What
you,
Ethan
fam.
needs to do is secretly hire thousands of people to testify that they unsubscribe.
Let him put BWC on the thumbnail? Good one. Hey, Teddy, thank you. I appreciate
What
you,
Ethan
fam.
needs to do is secretly hire thousands of people to testify that they unsubscribed from H3's cause of Noah like a secret operation.
A true and correct screenshot of the thumbnail for the title is depicted below. The Nazi
Despite Loaderbox not appearing in the video at all. Yeah, that's another one.
saluted
Wait, do I get more airtime in that from my own video popping up than Loaderbox gets, or is his thumbnails not included?
is a nice touch, isn't it? Ending any of these people as I'm not an expert
How
on
would
how
she
it's a nice
skip
touch,
that?
isn't it? Ending any of these people as
I got 5 seconds, I think.
I'm not an expert on how the body of work of any of these people's coverage on Israel Palestine, right?
Yeah, so ignores the
Speaking
Nazi
for
salute
my
claim.
involvement in a thumbnail called "The YouTubers Who Backed the Genocide," I know what I said and what I didn't say.
Dude, the only YouTuber I know who hasn't backed a genocide is Vosh. Because, dude, bro, video.
Below,
Subscribed from H3's cause of Noah like a secret operation.
a true and correct screenshot of the thumbnail for the title is depicted.
So it doesn't even, like, in this, for any of these, does it actually lay out how it's defamatory? Because this hasn't laid out how it's defamatory at all.
Below, the Nazi
Despite Loaderbox not appearing in
But they do lay out earlier in the lawsuit that it's a Nazi salute. Does he see that bit? Where in the lawsuit is that? No, it is here. It is here.
initially depicts 4 online content creators: Ethan, Mudahar,
There's Mudahar. Dude, Mudahar full docs is in here.
this arbiter of truth, this champ.
Dude, they're gonna.
Dude, what happens there? He skips. Oh, dude. Okay, you can literally never prove this is intentional because of how he's done it. But man, does it look mad fucking suspicious. So, he says, skipping because Mutahar full docs is here. It's not. Mutahar's full docs is not there. This is Mutahar and us. Everyone knows that's Mutahar's name. Mutahar is public with his name. No, nobody is confused about what Mutahar's name is. He's very public. He's public with his name. Mutahar's name is Mutahar Anas. That is public. That is public information. That's been public information for years. And Nick must know as much. Nick must know that. Nick must know that. Was it not in Nicandros' video at one point? Nick must know that. But he says, dude, Mutahar full docs in here, skips 30 seconds as if he's trying to get away from Mutahar's name, but skips to a point where Mutahar's name is still on the screen, but has skipped the part where Ethan claims that it's a Nazi salute in the thumbnail. Then, the second time that Ethan says it's a Nazi salute, Nick is pausing repeatedly and says something about Tom's dick. This whole segment, the first defamatory claim, he has completely avoided evaluating. He has completely avoided evaluating. Mutahar Anas isn't even his name. There's one more thing in there for full government names, says Nicandros. Nicandros, was Mutahar Anas, was that name in one of your videos that this piggy watched? Please answer me that question. In one of the videos, this piggy watched of yours, did it include the name Mutahar Anas? It's public. Is it in one of your videos, though? Is it one of your videos, though? Because that is, Nick has 100% seen it, if it is. I'm sure I show his LinkedIn. I am so sure Nick knows that's public. I am so sure Nick knows that's public. This is crazy. This is crazy. Dude, when Augie comes back, if he is not talking about all this stuff, the big sweep is on. No, mate. No, mate. No, mate. The big sweep is on. And this is a big sweep. This one needs a big sweep, okay? Trust me. And he called it soy poking before. Yeah, it's actually no evaluation of the claim. Dude. I just can't believe it. I can't believe the brazenness. And you can never prove it. You can never prove it. Dude. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And that's the thing as well, is he can do this. And he could literally, this is what he could do. He could do this in last night's stream. Wait to see what the reaction is over the next 24 hours to the lawsuit. And if everyone's against it, he just gets on stream and says, oh no, it's not a Nazi salute. Because he's kicked the can down the road. Just like when he says, oh, I'm okay with the threat, I'll see what I think when the lawsuit comes out. Oh, I don't know how I'll feel about this. Something he said. These are all quotes. I don't know how I'll feel about Ethan's copyright lawsuits until they drop. I think I'm going to be principally against it, but there are ways he can win me. Never explains how he got one. Never explains how he got one. Talks about the snark DMCAs. Says, oh, I'll look into that one day. I'll look into that one day. I'll look into that one day. Still has never actually looked into it. Still has never actually looked into it. Just endless examples of where he's done this. And people just play fucking stupid or play defense. It's crazy, man. Augie will sit there and go, I don't know, man. He's just trying not to fuck up his bag. He's just trying not to fuck up his bag. Dude.
Speaking for my involvement in a thumbnail called The YouTubers Back to Genocide, I know what I said and what I didn't say.
I didn't say I back a genocide, so you can't say that about me. It's so
Dude, the only YouTuber I know who hasn't backed
legitimately childish. It is actually just childish.
back to genocide is Vosh. Because, dude, bro, side perspective Vosh was...
Actually, guys, we're going to do a quick shill as well.
He actually got banned from Twitch because of how pro-Palestine he was.
These people are capable
Only side profile. I don't know where current profile Vosh stands on the issue.
of defending themselves, and they have. And I
So,
won't.
dude, he is like, literally, no, you actually do know where current Vosh sits. Because the reason you've just brought that up is because you saw that Vosh clip on Twitter, but you're trying to pretend you haven't because I posted it. We all know what's happening because you do it with other people. And you literally have to take throwaway tweets and cut out throwaway and put them on your stream without the name on there because you're so desperate to avoid giving Twitter accounts you don't like any attention. But that's okay, Nick. We'll let that slide for now.
Welcome them to, you know. The second defamatory statement is Samson's false factual assertion that Ethan spreads atrocity propaganda.
Yeah, remember, dude, if you comment on my videos and streams, you might end up in one of these lawsuit fucking things. Someone just said, I'm looking forward to seeing the legal back and forth over this. I was surprised one of my comments on your stream ended up in the...
I'm sorry, the first, like, you know, time you see, like, chatters' names or something in a lawsuit, it's like, haha, isn't that funny? Like, it's such a boring fucking observation by the, like, third or fourth time.
Someone.
He shares the
I forgot that Denham's lawyer put me in there, didn't he? I'll put my chat in there.
Hamas mass rape hoax. The same hoax that was used by the Western media, the U.S. government, and the Israeli government to justify genocide. Good luck with that one in court, kid. That one might work real cute on TikTok and Twitter, but good luck proving that mass rape was a hoax. That it was atrocity prop.
Hold on. Second defamatory statement is Samson's factual assertion that Ethan spread atrocity propaganda. He shares the Hamas mass rape hoax. So would he have to prove that Hamas mass rapes were a hoax to explain? Let me just look at the timestamp of the video. Let me hear what he...
Yeah, famously, that's how defamation cases work, isn't it? You have to, when someone sues you for defamation in the United States, you have to prove that what you're saying is true. That's right. That is how it works, Nick. Very true. Very smart.
He actually said. Because I don't understand why...
Say, 30-year-old man, by the way. This guy's fucking 30 years old, dude.
He would have to defend that point in particular.
It's a fucking 30-year-old.
Where is this? The genocide YouTubers responded. Noah Samsen. The YouTubers who backed the genocide.
Want to help me make more of them?
I don't. All right, 41:15. Let's just listen to what this clip is. Right here.
And burn them.
Oh, 43:15, sorry. 43:15.
Than Israel, the broader media system that allowed it to happen. Let's now return to Ethan's video. In the content nuke, you can find just about every type.
You're a bit too close to be throwing out the 30-year-old slur. I understand defamation law to a way better extent than this, so it doesn't count. Because that's the point I'm making, is that he does not understand things considering his age. And I actually do. So fuck you. Fuck you. And I'm not that close.
Type of what we just looked at in terms of manufacturing consent. Ethan spreads atrocity propaganda. He shares the Hamas mass rape hoax. This.
Okay, yeah, now I'm okay, I got it. Bazinga. I understand why he would have to defend it being a hoax.
Propaganda. Good luck with
So,
that
dude, one. Please explain this to me. What just happened in Nick's head, okay? So Nick is asking himself the question. He asks, would Noah Samsen have to prove that the mass rape claim is a hoax in court? That's the question he asks himself. To find an answer to that, he pulls up a clip of Noah Samsen saying it's a mass rape hoax. And he determines, yes, Noah Samsen would have to prove that in court. What went on in his head there? Please someone explain to me the fucking reasoning that was rattling around in this guy's dome to figure that one out. I truly, I'm lost. I don't understand how he's even processing stuff. He was hungry.
Well, luckily you have a lot of bathrooms.
Because I'm just curious, does this just feel like it's like not a step too far per se, but like at this point, I'm starting to feel like
he's like so scared of saying anything, bro.
Does this just feel like it's like not a step too far?
Is there a way out? Is there a way out?
But
Guys, is there a way out here?
At this point, I'm starting to feel like we're listening to the fifth girl's story a little bit here. This one, I don't know.
Nicholas,
I make a point.
I'm going on that. I've explained that.
$5, my man.
Ethan's got to catch them all.
I'm surrounded by them at all times. Why do you think I don't want to leave my house?
Makes sense.
It feels like he's testing the boundary.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
because I'm still not convinced that this was necessary.
Protein
Wow,
up.
brave.
No,
You're pushing the boat out with that technique.
This salami's actually fire.
Carnivore diet will fix that.
This salami, Moggs.
Still not
You mean
convinced,
the
guys.
case against
See,
Noah? I think
it's
he just
just
kept
more
going.
kicking the can down the road endlessly. Nick, the information is there for you. Nick, the claims are made. Frankly, the claims were made like a year ago. But the actual, in writing, claims are made now, right there in front of you, Nick. You can simply evaluate them and decide. It's really that fucking easy, actually. But you're choosing not to. You're making, once again, the active choice not to. Because you are a despicable fucking grifter.
Besides the nuke, the video.
I mean, I don't even like the guy, but he should, like, if this was the reaction from Chud Logic, and Chud Logic had this much money when he was doing all the pedo shit to Chud, when he's making like the claims about Chud's like relationships and stuff, not relationships, the people he was talking to on Discord and shit. If this was the result of that, I would be like, yeah, go get him, fuck him.
Let's just juxtapose that with a different clip.
The bottom line is, it's good enough to pass frivolousness, and Noah will have to spend tens of thousands to defend himself. He's getting fucked up financially. And I think that's bad. And I've got every reason to enjoy watching Noah Samsen get hauled over the coals. But I don't, because I think it's wrong. I think it is wrong for someone to face financial consequence for stating opinions on the internet. I think it's fucked. Yes, someone in chat said it earlier. Turn your brain off and enjoy Noah getting fucked. What an absolutely fucking worthless contribution, man. What a worthless contribution to all of this. Turn your brain off. Yeah, wow, Noah Samsen, yeah, fuck you. It's wretched. It's like you can't see past your own nose because of your vengeance parasocial obsession. What is it? Who's next? Who's next with all this shit? And it might not...
Wow, crazy. We'll use this one as well.
As I am Mr. Pedo, okay? I'm coming to you as Mr. Pedo.
Let's wind it back. Is he getting to a take? Let's hear it. Holy fuck, man.
Oh, no, I'm not. That's
Leave
I'm
me alone,
responding to the
buddy.
chatter
Leave me
who's
alone,
saying,
man.
Oh, it'd be great if he abused the legal system. I don't like that one.
I'm that fucking funny.
Tachyon, the issue isn't laughing at you ain't even funny. That shit's just coal, bruh. That shit's just straight coal. Have fun having sex with robots, whatever you're doing over there, buddy.
No, Samson, wake up. Any other mic up here, because they can... You're being sued. All right, so anyway, we talked about that.
It's not abuse. Punishing your opponent is inherent to civil law. Bro, if you don't have a case and you're just like, I'm a rich guy stepping on somebody and you don't even think you're going to win, that is absolutely fucking abuse. That's crazy. That would be nuts.
Whether Ethan supports genocide is a
That's so America coded. Yeah.
provable accusation, true or false. And as I explicitly stated in the nuke, I condemned Israel's treatment. Samson engaged in similar conduct, expressly misrepresenting contents of the video to falsely assert that Anas and Turkey that's Muda, support Israel's genocide of the Palestinian people as well. The defamatory...
So you're just going through like all the stuff here. Video entitled Twitch is disgustingly evil platform, a Mudahar video, defamatory video. In the Anas video, he explicitly states, I am not somebody who's afraid to say that genocide is wrong.
That is afraid to say that...
Wait. Yeah, just 20 minutes ago, this guy is saying that's Mutahar's full docs.
Twitch is disgusting.
Support Israel's genocide of the Palestinian people as well. Sir.
Didn't...
that Anas and Turkey that's Muda, support Israel's genocide of the Palestinian people as well. The defamatory...
So you're just going through like all the stuff here. Video entitled Twitch is disgustingly evil platform, a Mudahar video, defamatory video. In the Anas video, he explicitly states, I am not somebody who's...
Dude. So... Bro. Come on. Again, you can never prove this is the case. You can never prove it's intentional. But holy fuck. He has shown Mutahar's full name in a video before. Had not even full name, but Mutahar Anas, that name. He's shown that in a video before. He's shown Hassan saying it. He heard Hassan saying it. He showed a legal letter with it on. He sees it here. He skips it the first time. Conveniently, skipping also the part where Ethan claims that the content nuke pose is a Nazi salute. The pose that he was doing for his thumbnail is a Nazi salute. He conveniently skips that part, but leaves Mutahar's full name on screen, and claims it's the full docs, despite having already shown it on his stream previously and uploaded a video segment with it fully uncensored. Then 20 minutes later, he sees the name again. He doesn't skip. He reads it out. He says Mutahar Anas. He says Mutahar Anas. What conclusion? Seriously, are you supposed to draw? other than that skipping it was intentional and he's deliberately avoiding it because he knows it's a retarded, weak, losing point. Possibly even influenced by the fact he got so much shit for the swastika sword thing. Just that's total schizo theory, though.
Who's afraid to say that genocide is wrong.
That is afraid to say that genocide is wrong. I think there's an actual case of, you know.
Wasn't that video in response to it, though? Like, after the fact? I guess because he responded to it.
Israel good or Palestinian bad or Israel bad. Like, it's not my take here. I just think that, like, you know, civilians dying is sad and unfortunate. And I don't like that. You know, civilians aren't the government. They're not militants. They're not soldiers. They're just living somewhere where they were born and grew up. So obviously, you know, I'm going to feel bad for them if they die. Despite expressly stating his sympathies for Palestinian civilians losing their lives, Samson labels Turkey Tom as a supporter of Israel's genocide of the Palestinian people. Again, just proving like you can criticize someone's take without jumping to the...
The first defamatory statement also portrayed Lonerbox, who is Lebanese, as a supporter of Israel's genocide of the Palestinian people. This has to be the second video then, because Lonerbox wasn't in the first one. They just added him to the thumbnail, right? Yeah, that has to be the second one.
No.
So that...
No, if you paid any fucking attention, retards, so skipping off a video, you would know the first defamatory statement refers to the thumbnail and the title of the video, The YouTubers Who Backed the Genocide. So when he says the first defamatory statement also falsely portrayed Lonerbox, he's referring to the thumbnail and title of the YouTubers Who Backed the Genocide video. His coverage sucks so fucking bad, dude. Genuinely, you will never get good information watching this guy about any drama because he's just a vapid fucking moron. Through and through. He is so fucking stupid.
This has to be the second video then, because Lonerbox wasn't in the first one. They just added him to the thumbnail, right?
And the dishonest scum, like, just
yeah, that has to be the
fucking lowlife. He is just a total fucking lowlife.
So that would be why
disgusting
the Mudahar video would be
I
relevant.
hate this guy. I can't
So
stand this guy.
missed that part because it would be in response to the first video, so the second video pops up now.
Many of you can probably also help out with
It's crazy. It's crazy,
because
man,
most
what he
of
gets
you
away
have
with.
smartphones.
He has
and
no idea
cameras
what's
and
going on.
TikTok. So go ahead.
He has no idea what's going on, and he skips things that are damaging to his case. It's disgusting. This guy is such a lowlife, such a disgusting fucking reprobate. Truly, man. Get on a stream with literally anyone, you disgusting pig. Get on a stream with Pisco. Get on a stream with me, you disgusting lowlife fucking pig. Holy shit.
Start posting about it. Spread the word. Aside from being a morally good thing to...
Yeah, this is the clip. Do we have the timestamp of this? In one... Okay, this is the one that I was like, oh, okay, you're kind of giving the game away here, buddy. 101:36. Which video was this, bro? Which is the defamatory video for this? Is this 101:36?
Ideology that he adheres reached pretty wide audiences.
Yeah, listen to this one.
I think. And Bad Empanada has done a fantastic job with that. His videos have reached pretty wide audiences and exposed them to the reality and history of the genocidal Zionist project. That's a really good thing. That's a really important thing that he's doing. And I think many of you can probably also help out with that. Most of you have smartphones and cameras and TikTok. So go ahead. Start posting about it. Spread the word. Aside from being a morally good thing to do, it's also becoming sustainable. You know.
Yeah, it's like, oh, guys, we need to reach a larger audience. Let's use these people to backpack our message. Fuck their reputations. Fuck their names. And fuck what happens to them.
Are we really trying to pull the same retarded bullshit as the malicious siphoning of views thing? Where Daniels wasn't even saying that in the first place? He's obviously not saying go and lie about these people, is he, you fucking moron? He's saying people's attention is on the slop. Use that to introduce something that's more important, that widens their perspective. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. What's wrong with that? Contest that. Condemn that. Lay out a criticism, you stupid pig.
In association with us being crazy fucking militant Palestine supporters is a nice way to put it.
It's algorithmically viable.
It's algorithmically viable to take your enemy and place them at the forefront of genocide.
Klein crash out industrial complex is booming. And we can harness it as a propaganda machine to
Dude, we can harness the Ethan Klein industrial complex as a propaganda. This is the clip I've been talking about all stream.
Okay, what's the problem with that? What's the problem with that?
Where I'm like, I think this is the moment where if he does lose and if this is like a legit lawsuit, I think this fucks him. No?
Expose Zionism for the genocide.
Yes, Nick, if you have already proved that he has not only gotten something wrong, but intentionally gotten something wrong, then on top of that, you might be able to say, and look, here's him essentially laying it out to sweeten it a little bit. You might be able to use that. But you would first have to prove that anything he said was wrong. Then sorry, we're not even that, sorry. First you would have to prove that it's not opinion, that it's actually a statement of fact. Then you would have to prove that it is false. Then you would have to prove that Noah Samsen made that false statement knowing it to be false. And then, maybe, somewhere along the way, Nick, you could use this clip. Maybe.
Genocidal ideology that it is. You may have the
This is the video where he slammed all these people in the title to get more views on his video, in my opinion.
feeling, as I often have, that the history books will look back upon these times and those who supported the Gaza genocide with shame and horror.
Well, prove damages or convince the court that it's a valid per se claim, because Ethan is filing it as a per se claim, right? So prove damages or get it accepted per se, right? I think that's right, isn't it?
The only problem with that is that these people feel no shame. They're here to make...
And again, this is something that's important too, I guess, is that I don't know how much damage is done by this video, but it sounds like he wanted some. It sounds like he's like, dude, history will remember you fucking dishonor.
Yes, but wanting damage isn't necessarily malice. Wanting damage, not necessarily malice. Because Noah wants damage because he thinks it's advancing the goal. He is saying, advance this goal. Damage is entailed by that, but advance this goal. Is he saying, lie? No. No. He is saying, go out there, produce propaganda for this cause. Does that damage Ethan? Yes. Is that malice? No.
Honorably, because I have decided these are your positions, and you won't care about them, which sucks.
Make money and to convince themselves that they aren't evil. And the way they do that is by lying, by spreading...
Like, it sounds like he wants these people to be financially destitute because...
So what's he saying they do?
Money and to convince themselves that they aren't evil. And the way they do that is by lying, by spreading...
Like, it sounds like he wants these people to be financially destitute because he's fabricated their thoughts.
Liberal Zionist propaganda. It's profitable, and it's easy, and it's acceptable. You're allowed to say that you think all Palestinians should die.
I'm pro-genocide.
And still get invited to Jubilee as the resident liberal. You're allowed to do it and run your quirky, epic,
Any thoughts on that, Nick? Any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on that? You seem to have a whole lot of perspectives on how anti-Semitic Hassan Piker is, and how he thinks Israel, how it's disgusting that people think Israel should be wiped off face of the map. Yet you have nothing to say when you're presented with a clip of Destiny saying, I'm pro-genocide. And obviously the rest of that clip is, I'm pro-genocide, something, something, I think the Palestinians should probably just get out of there. I'm sorry, that's just how it is, or some shit like that. Thank you for the membership, Kathy, thank you.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars doing that because the Western media ecosystem encourages it. There will be no justice for the Palestinian people if all we do is watch content about what's happening. Consumption is not...
Like, is it that hard to just make your video on YouTube without dragging everybody into it? I don't know.
He's responding to the content, you stupid fuck.
It's also becoming sustainable, you know? It's algorithmically...
All of you retards supported the content, you. Dipshits like Tom went out there and said shit about Israel-Palestine for no fucking reason. Said stupid shit that makes them sound 60 IQ. Rambling about, oh, I'm always going to feel bad for civilians when they die.
The Ethan Klein crash out industry complex
fucking
is booming.
Idiot.
This is the clip that I think is probably the worst.
That is not...
I don't know anything about the law, but if I did, I would say that this is like akin to the statement from the Denham's lawsuit, or the Frogan lawsuit, or the fucking Casey Tron lawsuit, where they were saying, like, I don't know, where whoever said don't...
Dude, literally, he knows, it's literally, He's trying to come up. He's nervous about saying this because he knows the statements have actually been criticized now. He knows that me, JStalk, Pisco, everyone has criticized the actual statements that are being claimed to be malicious siphoning. Nervous about what he's going to say here. So he sits there, once again, full sip, gulp, every fucking time because he's got no poker face despite hiding behind a fucking avatar because he's a fat, disgusting fuck. No poker face, gulping as he tries to get through this fucking sentence. This is like when the bad women said, let's hear what he says. Let's hear what he says, stupid bastard.
Give them views or whatever. Or the snark thread.
A very good.
Dude.
Lawsuit where they were saying, like, I don't know, where whoever said don't give them views or whatever.
Whoever said don't
snark.
give them views or whatever. Whoever said doesn't attribute it to a specific person. Doesn't use specific quotes. Ends it with whatever or whatever to indicate that he has no idea what he's saying. And then on top of that, changes the group that he's attributing it to the snark thread. So now it's not even a statement by one of the parties being sued in the fucking lawsuits. It's about the fucking collaboratory copyright damage now, which is like this totally unproven, like barely tested statute that Ethan's relying on. It's amazing. It's truly fucking amazing how bad this guy's coverage is. Truly.
All right, so we've got more defamatory statements going through here.
You don't think those are important, though,
Does he
Nick?
kind of talk about anything else other than just reading what he's suing him over? I get that.
You don't think that's important, though, Nick?
It's kind of the point of the segment, but...
But what?
It doesn't...
But what, Nick? But what? But what? No, that is the point of the segment.
really mean much to me, I guess. Because I kind of know.
Oh, well, if you know, Nick, why bother covering it? If you already know, then why bother covering it? Why bother covering it? Who cares? Why engage with any of it? This is amazingly bad. Once you get through, this is the issue, is Nick's shit is like totally unwatchable because like absolute fucking cold Family Guy fucking dick jokes like 90% of the runtime. But the few moments where he almost engages, you really do get an amazing piece of content, frankly.
Based off of, like, you kind of get the gist of this within 2 citations. I don't need to read them all.
Right.
Then points out the following facts about the Houthis.
So what's the gist, Nick?
They recruit.
Yep, so there's more of this.
Independent Yemeni.
And I kind of want to hear Lus's perspective on it, too, because he would know better than me.
Human rights organization, Watana, found that the Houthis minority.
I think that might be barely true. I think that might barely be true.
Scholar.
Okay. Does he go back to it later?
Noah Samsen.
Chat said you should have read that with the jugs.
True. Why are you telling me that now only?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh.
What if that ends?
Okay. I think that's all we're getting out of this read.